Uh, Welcome to my channel. Here we are going to be working with these objective questions. Actually, they are objective questions for this year, 2025 Waec examination, which was written in Ghana. All right, so we have 40 questions to answer, and we are starting with the first 30 questions on general geometrical drawing. So let's start with question 1 that says that the recommended E2 drawing sheet paper size is. So from the bottom up, that is from option D up. So we have option D is A1, so option C is A2, option B is A3, and option A is A4. So our answer here, because we are asked to look for the drawing paper sizes for A2. So answer here is option C is the answer to question 1. Then question 2, a drawing instrument used to produce curved shapes is a drawing instrument used to produce curved shapes is, so make use of a pair of compasses, okay. And then I'm looking at templates. So templates, okay, so we take templates. So take templates in this case. Okay, then question 3 says that the line used to represent long break lines is option D. So this is a thin long shear line with short zigzag. So option D is the answer to question 3. Then question 4. The construction procedure shown in figure 1 is used for bisection of line X, Y, bisection of line X, Y. That's option E. This was the answer to question 4. Then we have to use this diagram to answer question 5 and 6. So for question 5, so the value of length M is, the value of length M is, so we need to, I need to do something here so that we can be able to read the dimension. So for length M, so this is 2. Then this type of scale is known as diagonal scale, which we use to read maximum of 3 measurements. So here we have the first part is the main measurement, so which is 2. Then we have this part here to be the second measurement, and this part here is third measurement. So here we have 2, then we have 2.1, 2.2, okay, then 2.21. So 2.21, so for length M, the answer is 2.21, which is option A. Then we're also asked to read the value of length N. So for length N, so here we have 3. So this is 3 for the main part. Then 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6. Then we go up 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4. So 3.64 is length N. So the answer is option B here. All right, so let's move to question 7. Question 7 says that an angle that is more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree is a reflex angle. That is option D. This was the answer to question 7. Then question 8, an angle that can be trisected with a pair of compasses is angle 90 degree. That is option B. Then question 9, one plane figure bounded by more than 4 straight lines is octagon. That is option A. So the rest here are 4-sided plane shapes, but octagon is an 8-sided plane shapes. Then question 10 says that an area bounded by 2 radii that are at right angle to each other and an arc is called quadrant. That's option C is answer to question 10. Question 11. A straight line that touches the circumference of a circle and perpendicular to the radius is a tangent. So option B, this was the answer to that question. Let's look at question 13. So question 13 says that In figure 3, the line OS is a line OS. So line OS, this line OS here. The line OS in this case is a normal. So it's a normal. So if radius is put here, normal wouldn't have been there. But in this case, so we take normal as the answer to question 13. So option B is the answer to question 13. Then question 14. The circle P in figure 4 is an inscribed circle. An inscribed circle, option C, the answer. So this big circle here is a circumscribed circle because it touches the three vertices of the given triangle. While circle P, which is an inscribed circle, it touches the three sides of the given triangle. So our answer here is option C, inscribed circle. Then question 15. In figure 5, the triangles that are equal in areas are. Triangles that are equal in areas are. So here you have to know the theorems of equal areas. So in this case now, as we have here, so we have these two triangles. So these triangles, this particular one, that is JGE. So JGE and JGF. So are two triangles that are equal in area. Why? Because they are in between the same parallels and they are on the same base. So as a result of that, they have equal area. So our answer here is option A. So then move to question 16 that says that in figure 6 is used to construct the locus of a point. So the line labeled K is a directrix. So option C is the answer to question 16. So directrix is the answer to the question. Then question 17. The triangle method is used to construct ellipse. So also option C is answer to question 17. Then question 18. The true shape of the line is required when developing the surface area of the true shape of a line is required when developing the surface area of a right squared pyramid. Right squared pyramid. So when you are developing the we are developing the surface area of a right squared pyramid, you need to look for the true length. Okay. Then question 17. In perspective projection, line projection point that is perpendicular to the picture plane is horizontal plane. That is the answer. Option A is answer to question 19. Then question 20, we have to make use of the diagram to answer question 20 and 21. For question 21, question 20, the projection of the block is isometric, is oblique. This oblique triangle. So if you look at this line is a line that is parallel to the horizontal projection plane, while this line is at an angle 45 degrees, or it may be less or more than 45 degrees. It can be 30, it can be 60, okay, then it can be 45. So those three angles are used for for oblique projection, but most times we make use of 45 degree. As secondary school student, that is what you are familiar with. But you can also make use of angle 30 or 60 for oblique projection, but most times we use 45 degree. All right, so the answer here is oblique projection. That is option C for question 20. Then when we go to question 21, so let's look at this shape because that's all about the plan of this object. So you can see the surface, you can see the surface and the surface, and then the surface in the middle, you can see it. So the answer to question 21 now, as we have here, is option A is the plan of that particular figure. When we move to question 22, in figure 8, the right-hand view is, so right-hand view, we are looking at the object in this direction. So what do we see? We are going to see this surface. We see the surface here. Okay. Then we see this surface. Okay. Then we are going to see part of this surface here. So looking at it in this direction, looking at this particular, this option is partially incorrect, which is the right, it should be the right one, should be the right answer, but there's an error here. There's a line that's supposed to be drawn like this. So this is drawn, but here they give us short dashes line, which is not correct. But this particular one should be the right answer, but something is omitted here. So they're supposed to draw this line. So this line is supposed to, these 2 points are supposed to be joined together. As we are looking at it in this direction, we are going to see a line down here that will connect these 2 points together. Okay, so I will partially take option C. But this also, supposing they made this, okay, this is not correct at all. It's not even correct because of what we see here. But this should be the right option for us. Okay, so let's move to question 23. The symbol for the type of projection shown in figure 9 is a first angle projection. That's option B is the answer. So question 24 and 25, we're making use of this diagram. So it says that the sectional line on plane KK is shown in option B. Gives us the answer to that. Then question 25, the development of the pyramid using SS as seen is option B. So the answer to that question. Then we move to question 26. The number of folds required for the development of the hexagonal prism is 6. So that is option A is the answer to question 26. Question 27. One example of an object that is sectioned in technical drawing is a washer. So that is option B. Then question 28. The eccentricity of a hyperbola is greater than 1. That is option B. Then question 29. Figure 11 shows an electrical symbol for fuse. That is option B. Sorry, option A is the answer to that. Then question 30. The value of angle JFH. Angle JFH in figure 12 is 75 degrees. So what we have here, so this is 90, this is 45. So it means that this angle will be 45 because it's a right angle triangle. And this is 90, this is 30, this will be 60. Okay. So it's also a right angle triangle. Then sum of angles on the straight line is 180. So 60 plus 45 gives us 105. Then 180 minus 105 gives us 75. So the answer is 75 degree here. All right, so move to question 31, which is the first 31 questions. So 31 to 40 questions. That's on 3D drawing. So we have answered question 1 to 30 on general geometrical drawing. So question 31 says that the building hand tool shown in figure 13 is a Tinsman mallet. Tinsman mallet. That's option B. Then question 32, the type of foundation suitable for low load bearing capacity soil is a raft foundation. The raft foundation is usually used for a waterlogged environment, or the waterlogged environment. So that is option B. This was to answer to question 22. Then the type of molding shown in figure 14 is torus. That is option D in the answer to question 33. Question 34. The part of the building that performs the same function as a lintel is hack. That is option C. Then question 25. Here we are using this diagram to answer question 25 and 26. So question 25 says that the type of building roof shown is a heap roof. So this is a heap roof. Then the part label M is Fisher board. That is option C for question 36. Okay. Then question 37 and 38, we make use of this diagram to answer question 37 and 38. So question 37 says that the dimension label S is dimension label S is, so you have to look at what we have here because the space, the thickness of this wall is given as to 25. It is here, so you need to read this first. Okay. So 225, and also this also 225. So we are going to add this 25, this to 25. We add it to this part, and we also add it to this part. So in total, so if you add to 25 plus 4,200 plus 3,600 plus 2,700 plus 225 again, which is the thickness of this wall. So we add them together, the total is 10,500. Okay. Then we also asked question 38, if the width of the building is 2/3 of S, then the dimension of the width is, so 2/3 of 10,500 give us 7,300. So option E is the answer to question 38. Then question 39 for the building drawing. So here we have that figure 17 shows the plumbing symbol for that is kitchen sink. That is option B. This was answer to question 39. And lastly, on building drawing, figure 18 shows the conventional representation of wood. So that's option D. It gives us the answer to question 40. So we have answered question 31 to 40 on building drawing. As I said, we are just to answer question 4. We are to answer 40 questions. So we have answered 30 questions on general geometrical drawing and 10 questions on building drawing. So as simple as I've done it here, all you have to do is to practice. When you do this, and you'll be able to answer questions here as I've done it. Thank you. Keep on practicing, and God bless you.